YouTube channel?
Yeah, we're this. Yeah, this is my channel.
Okay.
And what's up, everyone? Here, this is yours truly, Iron Knight, and we're here to talk about everything. Pretty much talk about DC related. So, I might as well start off first. God help us all on DC right now.
Yeah, DC's always like that, unfortunately. Always.
I mean, fucking crying out loud. We have a. I don't know which one to start first. I mean, first we have the breaking news of the AT&T selling all the rights of Warner Brothers games, meaning we're probably not going to get that Batman game.
It kind of depends on how far they are in development on that, you know.
They've been working on it on a couple of few years. So granted, you could argue that maybe they'll release it on the PS5 and PlayStation 4. But yet again, I'm like, the way it's going, how do we know that game's going to be put on the shelf or axed? Because there have been games that many times in before, like the Damian Wayne game, they wanted to do that whole storyline after Arkham Knight and have Damian beat Batman, and that got cut. We got another game that was supposedly going to be a Batman and Robin type game, and that got axed.
Remember, we had a Flash game from years ago.
Yeah,
supposed to come out.
Yeah, exactly, that too. But I mean, oh man, Jesus Christ! I mean, I'm very.
So we know once these games get canceled and they get put on the back shelf, it's a YouTube story.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just really hoping that's not the case. But I mean, what's your thoughts on all this shit? I mean, are you worried about this shit?
Because I was under the impression that AT&T was, going to sit on everything DC related. I was shocked to hear that they were actually going to be selling assets and pieces of it away. Because you would think DC Comics is a huge enterprise. There's so much you can do with it.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it just seems like they're just cutting it every single bit. But I mean, I don't know about the comics scenario. I think they're just going to be fine. They're going to do other platforms, digital comics, or physical. Some of them will be physical. Like you'll have your Batman and Detective Comics and other books. The top tiers, the other ones that no one will care about, but the big ones, which is a good business move to an extent. But I mean, yeah. But my problem, and this is what I'm concerned about, is what's going to happen to the DC movies? Because
shit.
Because
Lord.
Because I'm like, okay, all right. I'm under the camp, and I strongly personally feel that Warner Brothers didn't care about this universe. They only wanted to cash into that Marvel Studios money. And they admit it after they failed miserably. And it's like, so you basically said you fucked up. And every single level that you couldn't catch up with Marvel. No shit. Instead of taking your time, I mean, Batman vs. Superman was baby steps. Baby steps. You could have had Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Flash, and maybe a potential solo Batman movie.
That's what everybody says, and I agree 1,000%. It's very clear that they were rushing. I mean, how do you go from Man of Steel to now all of a sudden Batman is teaming up with Wonder Woman and Superman in a Trinity movie? Like, how the fuck do you go from a solo Superman movie to that?
I'm okay. Well, technically, personally, I'm okay with having a long-term Batman, like having where we don't have a Batman film for a while, because we just ended the Dark Knight trilogy. We needed time to breathe off of that series, and we don't need straight away another Batman movie, because
definitely I agree with that.
But I mean, my problem with the whole thing is like, okay, we get it. You're having all these movies, Suicide Squad, Batman vs. Superman, and you're doing all these movies, but the biggest issues is where does Wonder Woman fit in until we had to wait another year for that to come in. Now, granted, she was awesome, and tell you the truth, she
definitely Gal Gadot killed that. Shout out to all the trolls that was talking shit about her. Shout out to y'all.
I mean, she was, in my opinion, I'm like, she could have just taken care of the cave troll herself. That's what I call the Doomsday that she was fighting, the cave troll.
The Shrek Michelangelo Doomsday.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, I mean, like, well, it's cave troll. It's the cave troll from Lord of the Rings.
Damn, that's the fucking Hobbit from Lord of the Rings. Shit, that damn, he grew up.
Yeah, but anyway, but I'm just looking at it like, damn, shit. I mean, but what insults me even more is the TV department is doing all these insane crossovers that I'm like, why wasn't this in the big screen? Why was
it's so embarrassing when you look at it and you like, hold on, the CW, home of Vampire Diaries, home of Riverdale, how they doing this shit better?
Well, in a way, yes, but in a way, no, because I'm like, it's insulting to me because when we do Infinite Crisis or Crisis of Infinite Earth type storytelling, a storyline that's so big that you could do a trilogy off of. And
easily.
In a great epic way where you have different movies from different kinds. And I would be laughing my fucking ass off if we have a Secret Wars event where we have some of the most fan favorite movies of superheroes from Marvel, the Spider-Man Sam Raimi trilogy, the
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, the Andrew Garfield trilogy, and some of the X-Men members. Hell, we could have a Hugh Jackman coming in. We could have all this shit in one.
We could have Halle Berry.
I mean, we could have all this shit in one big package, along with the past generation of the MCU and the newer generation of the MCU. It would be the Marvel crown jewel of everything, and I'm like, holy shit, this is everything what I represent. This is everything what I grew up with. It's literally on screen in one epic trilogy, and
it's generations of movies coming together.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, you'll be, it will happen. It will happen, because I guarantee you there will be a cameo of or even a mention of the Sam Raimi trilogy in the Secret Wars Battle World. And
that is a must.
And I would just be like, can you beat that, Warner Brothers? No, you can't, because you're just stuck with the TV.
Nah, they can't beat that. They cannot beat that at all.
And a lot of times it bothers me, because with DC, I feel sorry for them, because I'm like, as much as I have my complaints with DC as a whole, I feel sorry for you, because DC has so much great stories, so much great greatness, in my opinion, that could rival Marvel, and they absolutely can't show that because of Warner Brothers or maybe AT&T stupidity. And
that's one thing people don't talk enough about, is the fact that DC is chained to Warner Brothers. Marvel Studios has Marvel Studios, so they can go make a movie tomorrow about fucking Caillou if they want to, and make $500 million. But DC can't do it.
I mean, when I look at it, it's like, yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, when I see this, I'm like, why don't you take a risk? Like, granted, they almost cut the part where, Wonder Woman stops the troops in the first Wonder Woman film.
Yeah, in No Man's Land, right?
Yeah, they almost cut that out. They almost cut that out.
Why?
I don't know. Because it's stupid. I'm like, why? That's a humongous moment of showing her she could stand up just right next to the big boys. And also in another
she's a one-woman army.
I mean, she's the mother of all superheroes. And this is why I think Wonder Woman, the first movie, because she's the one that opened the door for movies like Captain Marvel and Black Widow. She's that reason that we're getting these female superhero films. And I'm hoping,
because everybody's trying to find the next Wonder Woman.
Yeah, well, that too, but it's also like she started it, so therefore other studios like, okay, it's female superheroes can be good because we all saw the last two that failed miserably. we don't speak their names. We do not.
Oh no, wait, the last two. Which two?
Elektra and Catwoman.
Oh, you mean before Wonder Woman? Yeah, oh, definitely. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Elektra, Wonder Woman, and you can even go back like a decade and a half before that and talk about that old Supergirl movie.
Oh yeah. Oh, well,
shit.
Well, granted, I would rather watch that over what we have now for Supergirl. Oh, I can't stand that Supergirl show. I mean,
it's hit or miss some seasons. I thought season 2 was the peak.
Well, my problem with Supergirl. Okay, we might as well just shit on that show. My problem with that show, and I have talked about this to my friends, and they have either A, disagreed, or B, completely agree with me. I don't like the fact that they turn her into an adult, and you don't have that relatability factor. With Supergirl is what I understand that character is. She lost everything. Her life, her family, her friends, everything that she knew, everything that she learned in Krypton is gone. And she has to settle down to Earth, and she has to start all over, learning a new language, learning everything. And it's just, they cut that completely out of the window. It's like they throw it, and they never think twice about how relatable could that be. And it also is, when you have a person reacting on these superpowers, what do you think? You're going to freak out for a moment. They had it where she didn't freak out, not a once. If a girl had powers, she would immediately just freak out on what she capabilities are. Imagine a teenager girl shoot laser visions and she doesn't know how to control it, and that's how much she so vulnerable, so like, what do I do with all these powers? What can I do? And that's what makes it where I like the Titan show, where you have Raven first time discovering she has all these capabilities and she doesn't know how to control them. She doesn't know how to utilize them. And that's the relatability factor. The vulnerable, the outcast, the feeling like I don't fit into this world, I can't, stuff like that. And that
well, they're probably worried about actually getting Smallville comparisons, right? With the Supergirl show, if it was a teenage type show, right?
Something like that. But that girl, like that Supergirl, she wasn't the main star, in my opinion. When you're
no. I don't mean in terms like comparing to that Supergirl. I just mean like in terms of a Supergirl TV show being like Smallville, like with her growing up and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because the fact is that that's what I would want a teenager girl, and it's kind of funny that Stargirl's doing that, and it's like, you could have done this.
How is Stargirl? Is it good? I haven't watched it.
I haven't seen it. I only seen clips of it. Okay. You're lucky I haven't. I'm like, and I mean, right now I'm being very restrict on DC. Like I'm calling it down the middle. I want to watch Black Lightning because what I hear is just fucking amazing.
Man, it's really good. I believe right now it's the best DC show in the Arrowverse right now.
Okay, all right. I want to check that out. I want to get back on Flash because I always look at Flash as a drama type show. Because I mean, he always has like relationships. He's basically kind of like, imagine Spider-Man having a speedster, basically have speed powers. That's just how I kind of look at him. He's just a really cool, funny guy, and that's just how I like about.
Well, they've tried to kind of make him a mix of multiple Flashes, personality-wise.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I have no problem with that. I mean, it's just the problem is, and I've seen clips of the shows and every season. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. Well,
have you seen all the seasons of Flash?
Only bits and pieces of it.
What? You ain't never seen the full season?
I only seen like the one season I really watched almost completely was season 1.
Wow.
I haven't gone back to it. I've been really wanting to get back into it, but just
Wow.
other shows I want to get into, other shows I've been watching, or life shit happen.
I feel you.
I mean, it's the same thing though. I want to get back in with Vampire Diaries, which I absolutely adore that show.
Shit, I gave up on that show.
Why? Please tell. I mean, what season did you drop? What season did you drop?
I dropped the season after Elena died.
Oh, that.
The season after she died, I was like, fuck this shit. I was like, how the fuck you gonna kill off? Nah, fuck this shit. And I left. And it was like some weird episode where like Damon and Stefan were like in some type of like war from their past. And I was like, man, why am I watching this?
Well, I guess what they were trying to have a show just about Damon and Stefan. And I love Damon. He's just by far the better character.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's, in my opinion, he should be getting the credit every single time. He should be kissing and having the hugs. And every time he saved Elena, every time I'm like, why doesn't she give him the credit? It's so unfair. Seriously.
I wasn't really feeling their relationship, to be honest, anyway.
I was happy. I was actually like...
It was some porn shit.
I was actually happy because I'm like, finally, the guy deserved it. I mean, in my opinion, he went out of his way to save that woman. He went out of his way to gave his life to that woman. And I in my opinion, that's...
And he cashed in every time by getting some ass. He cashed in every time. God damn.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
I gotta turn the volume down. I'm watching that shit.
I mean, that was fantastic. Better than the Twilight shit.
Oh hell, cringy as shit.
I watch all 5 of them. Fucking ridiculous.
Ooh, I stopped after the third one. I was like, okay, I've had enough.
Dude, I watched all of them. I was a nutcase at that time period. I was like,
bless you.
I mean, I was that one kid that I'm like, I was just a craving for vampire shows. And of course, I watched Buffy. I watched Angel, and I
Dark
loved
Angel.
It. Yeah, that too. I was watching all kinds of shows. I mean, Van Helsing and Underworld. That was a great movie series.
Oh, you mean the movie series? It's on Netflix right now. If you want to watch it.
Yeah, I own almost all of them. I need 5, but yeah, that's it. But I'm glad that shit didn't get the feminist. Oh, and also, I wanted to ask. This is another thing I wanted to ask you, and I wanted to know your thoughts. Do you think every time there's a female lead film, do you feel like they should add the feminist part? I don't think you have to, and I feel like it's just thrown in just because she's just a female.
You're 100% right. It's thrown in because she's a female. And what these studios and directors are trying to do, they're trying to actually get into the other half of the audience. So let's say we go see Spider-Man 3, right? They're going to put something in that movie that is for people who aren't comic book fans so that they'll come see it. So it's like, oh, Wonder Woman 2. She's a feminist. Feminists come see this, and then they'll get their money to come see it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 100% a business move. But like you said, they ain't gotta do that shit to make me go see a Wonder Woman movie. I go see it regardless.
I mean, personally, granted, I'm happy. She didn't get that, or the Underworld franchise never had that feminist attitude. But movie like Birds of Prey, a movie that just, or even worse, Charlie Angels. I shut that movie off after 20 minutes. After
you watched it, bless
yeah,
shit,
dude. I just want a curiosity. I'm like, I wonder how bad it is. Let's just. Oh my god, I can't watch it anymore. It's too insulting in my own intelligence because you're having what's her face do this move, this athletic move to this guy, and I'm like. No.
Who the Twilight girl?
Yeah, the Twilight bitch, and it's like I forget her name, and I don't care about
Yeah,
her.
she was looking like a crackhead in them trailers. I was like, I don't
Yeah.
want to go see that.
And it's like, I believe women can do anything, and I'm like, oh yeah, sure, why not? But I mean, I'm always the camp like both genders could do anything. What's your
That shit
point?
should have been called Charlie's Crack Angels. Where them bras was raggedy as hell. I was like, God damn.
I mean, the problem is when I look at that shit, I'm like, dude, what kind of bullshit are we doing? You're making this woman who is not attractive at all. You can't sell me that woman is hot as hell. You just can't. The other women, maybe, just maybe, because they're
but they trying to set
she's the middle girl. She's
Kristen
the one,
Stewart. There you go.
Yeah, she's the middle girl. She's the one it's the star of the movie, practically.
She's supposed to be able to pull in not only the male audience but the female audience.
Yeah, exactly. And I look at the Charlie Angels show, and I'm like, what made it so successful? And I'm like, okay, you have women, smart women, but they had, not only good looks, but they were smart. They're not referencing pop culture or anything. They were just doing their job.
Smart, beautiful, badass woman.
Yeah. And I feel like even the first attempt was awful, in my opinion, because you
with
had
the Cameron Diaz and Drew Barrymore and all that shit.
Yeah, to me, they were just they never. All they were was just dumb bitches, and that's
you ain't like Bill Murray, man.
No, I was never a fan of any of them. I mean, I just feel like they never got any. I'm like, I feel like Charlie Angels is the most badly represented because you have to show not only these women are strong and powering, but you have to make them cool and to watch. Don't make this, we're going to make them pop culture and this and that. No, you don't need to do any of that. Because if you do, it's a fail at its finest. Because if you throw everything in today's society, you have an instant fail. What made the show successful? 3 women just being a badass and just doing spy shit. Why can't you do that? If you fail once and you fail again, the third time it's like, don't even bother. I mean,
look, Elizabeth Banks, who directed it, shout out to Elizabeth Banks for playing Betty Brant in the Sam Raimi trilogy and for playing Rita Repulsa in the 2017 Power Rangers movie. Shout out to Elizabeth Banks, but she can kiss my motherfucking ass.
She's a good, the other two actors.
She can kiss my motherfucking ass and eat it. Fuck her.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I just feel like with the whole direction on how it is, it's just I just feel like women are today getting very much like targeted towards, you gotta have feminism. No, you don't have to have feminism because you don't have to have feminism for a female movie. Other shows and movies have done it to where just make the character great. It doesn't matter. And also another thing is like the male dominance along with the female sometimes overshadows the female, because I feel like a lot of times in movies, this goes way back, and just granted it's a gift and a curse for male movies, is I feel like with movies is just like male movies, they always sometimes overshadow or just make the female worthless.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just how I can't stand it. But I mean, back to DC. I want to talk to you about fucking Batwoman. I did 3 videos off this shit, and we gotta talk about it.
That's what you want to talk about.
I want to talk about this one too, because I wanted to know your opinion on more, and we could discuss about it, and also kind of a little ended it with the Snyder Cut and the whole DC universe. Because
Jesus, I'm editing the video right now talking about that. Good God.
I just feel like Jesus. Okay, Batwoman.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear the news that there are talks for a recast? Oh no, talks for another character, and not even gonna kill off the KK character.
Apparently they're discussing right now about her possibly disappearing from Gotham
Yeah,
in a similar fashion like Bruce, in that her disappearance will be one of the big plot lines of season 2.
Yeah, and I'm like, wait. So, and I what you're also I just also want to talk about that even further. It's kind of just saying we fucked up with this character, and it's like, so let me get this straight. You're not even going to kill her off. You're not going to even fix the problems what you just did to the character. You're just going to make her disappear, pretend she never existed, and you're going to have this brand new, gorgeous, fucking hot lady. I'll just say that she's better looking and probably more.
Hold
better.
on, who?
She's an actress. She's an actress in Riverdale.
Oh, wait. She got officially casted, or she just wants it?
She's in talks. There's rumors
Okay.
of. Right now, we don't know if she's going to be casted. The actress who was in Riverdale, but
She wants it, right?
we'll see. I think she would be better. I mean, yeah, I will say, does she look good looking? Yeah, she's probably better than fucking.
Hey, look, if she look good looking, that's cool with me, boy. Because them lesbian sex scenes on Batwoman be crazy than a motherfucker.
Probably,
Dude, look. I ain't trying to make this like graphic shit, but they be doing the most on the CW with set, boy. God damn.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But I mean, my problem with everything as a whole.
How does she look naked?
My problem is. But anyway, back to saying, like, my problem with DC is like, with the CW is like, you're telling me you're just caving in with this character. Are you seriously? Are you goddamn seriously gonna just give up? Are you literally just saying, will you just give up with this character? Thanks a lot, because not only you messed up her, but you just making me not caring about that show, and you're just gonna have her give up and going forward, and just God help my soul on everything.
It's kind of weird to have that character just say, "I don't want to protect Gotham anymore" after dedicating a whole year of her life to it. It's weird.
Yeah, and also she wants to, and I hope, and I heard, now correct me if I'm wrong. Did you watch the show?
I watched the whole season. Like
oh
2 weeks
God
ago.
help God help your soul.
I did a whole review of it. Yeah.
No, I saw your review, but I'm like, I just want to ask you a little bit, like, did you watch it fully? I mean, I just wanted to ask you like a little bit on that. But,
yeah, I watched like the first half on a Tuesday and the second half on a Wednesday.
God damn, I couldn't.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. Trust me. Whenever I do a review, I watch the whole season.
I only, like, for me, I couldn't watch that show. I mean, for me, I tried my best. I tried my best to watch I tried to watch 2 episodes. One episode with the Batman Kevin Conroy episode, and the first episode.
Oh, that was a Crisis.
Yeah, I wanted to. I was keeping up with the Crisis episodes, but I mean,
right.
God, my soul.
So you saw that one, and then which other one you saw?
The other ones. I mean, the episode where the anti-nominator pretty much fought the entire CW heroes and all that crap.
So you watched just the Crisis Batwoman episodes.
Yeah, I watched that, and seeing the development on, like, I won't deny she is a great supporting actress.
Who,
if
Ruby?
She's with Ruby Rose. If she's with better actors, but if she's with actors that are just like her, she fails hard. Everyone's like, oh, I like her. Tell me one good thing she does, anything really unique, interesting. She's a forgettable actor that is, I'm sorry, I mean, when you're a failed actress, you're going to be forgotten. No one's going to give a shit. And I watched your video on she's playing Damage Control, and I agree. She's probably going to throw some dirt when they do the other seasons. But I feel like it's going to be a little too late with her, because no one's going to give a shit about her. Everyone's has their opinion, and they're going to pretty much have where you are not a good actress. No matter you say, "Oh, I did all this stuff and all this crap," it doesn't matter. You fail as an actress. You're not that great. You couldn't even headline your own show, and that's how bad you are.
Well, the Batwoman cast in general is just, I mean, it's not a strong cast. No, there's nobody on that cast that you're like, damn, they really put it down that episode. I mean, there's nobody on that cast that's like that.
I'll give the actress who plays Supergirl some credit because she's a talented actress. I can give her some credit for bringing her own show and making what she could do on what the CW writers can give her. That's just saying nicely on how I think that show. But granted, nothing could take the blame on how they treated Green Arrow. Just oh man, terrible. But I mean, how do you feel about the just as a whole, like the CW universe, and just now they're recasting Batwoman? Because I'm at that point I can't even just think of it. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. My stance on the whole thing was when it first went down, I was like, wow, that's kind of fucked up timing, because if you go back to a week before she said she was leaving, there was a story that came out saying that that this year's CW crossover would be Superman and Batwoman. Then a week later, she's like, yeah, deuces, I'm leaving this motherfucker. So with that happening all of a sudden, my mindset was just make Batwoman essentially what Hawkeye was to the MCU, right? An assist character that'll pop up here and there. Make Batwoman a character that'll pop up in crossovers or for an episode or two on this show, and just move on instead of making it a full-fledged show. But they are already going forward with a season 2.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the fact is they're doing all that stuff, and it's just like I'm literally scratching my head like, okay, you're letting this actress go, and it's just gonna make it more.
It's gonna make it a lot harder because now everybody else on the cast has to have chemistry with this person.
Yeah, exactly, and also
you had all these plot lines that were tied to Kate Kane, right?
And
you had her sister Alice. You had
the Bruce
her
Wayne
love
story,
interest Sophie, her father. I mean, damn.
Yeah, and not just that, but the Bruce Wayne build up, because they were building up Bruce Wayne to come into the show, and then you would have the whole
at the end of season 1, Hush had made his face into Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I know they took some of that stuff from Arkham Knight, not Arkham City. I correct myself. But I'm like, I heard Hush is there. How they treat him? Is he everything that we all think of him, or is he nothing like that at all? Please, yes or no.
His beginning, as far as his civilian and his motivation, was written out well and executed okay, but his costume, his dialogue is just.
Oh God, no! No.
Yeah, I didn't really talk about that too much in my review, but.
Oh God, I am not looking forward to watching. I was actually kind of like, I want to see how they treat Hush. Like, how do you feel? Like, no, I want to ask you this: Do you think compared to Batwoman, does it make Gotham that awful? I sat through that 5 seasons, and it's like, God help my soul on that shit. Does it make Gotham look good?
Does Batwoman make Gotham look good?
Yeah.
Gotham to me and Batwoman was not harsh enough. You talk about a Gotham that had Batman gone for multiple years, and the only form of protection it had was the Crows and the GPD. The GCPD. I mean, Gotham was a pretty normal place when Kate Kane pulled up. I was like, shit.
Okay.
I was like, where the bad guys at? Where the criminals? Shit. It wasn't shit hopping out. It was like when Kate Kane pulled up, all the crackheads came out. I was like, what? Where's y'all at the phone?
But I mean, yeah, I just I'll have to. I'll probably check it out. But anyway, but besides all that stuff, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. How that show is going to go even further. It could improve because you could have a brand new storyline that intertwines one another, and they make it better than the previous season. They could course correct their show, but it's going to take everything by the book for that show to be even a tenth being at least decent. You get what I mean?
Yeah, and to take that even further, this could be the beginning of the end of the Arrowverse. If you really look at it and view that, Arrow ended, you have Green Arrow and the Canaries that hasn't gotten a season order yet. You have Batwoman that now has the course correct. Legends of Tomorrow is all over the fucking place. The Flash ratings continue to go up and down. Supergirl is probably their most consistent show in terms of ratings on a weekly basis. The Arrowverse is not in a good place right now.
Well, I think they'll correct themselves. It's just people just getting. And also another thing is TV slowly dying. Streaming is becoming more of a big thing, and this is why I said to all my friends, eventually it's going to get to that point where movie theaters are going to be gone. They're going to be the thing of the past. Back and just go a little bit of history lesson. We used to have plays in our local theater, and then what replaced that? The theater.
Y'all have plays? What the fuck?
Yeah, no, I'm just going a little bit like for a history lesson. The history of filming, of entertainment. How we used to have all these before film came along, or the film that we know today. It was plays and all that stuff. That was the entertainment. And then when filmmaking came along, it kind of replaced all the plays and then go forward. You can still find them. It's just they're not as common. Like with theaters, I feel like theaters are going to get replaced for streaming service. Why would you throw out your movies and your movies in a local theater that's going to be there for 6 months to a year possibility and going to go straight to DVD and a streaming platform? Why would you do that? It kind of makes it a little pointless, in my opinion. And I kind of feel like it would be better if they just release it in a streaming platform. And
well, if they're going to do that, then get ready for some high-ass prices.
Yeah, it's probably could be true.
It's getting ready to be high because if you can stream something at your crib, that's a one-time purchase for everybody you live with.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, you don't need
to buy. Hey, y'all, I got Captain America 4.
You don't need to buy popcorn, drinks for like $6 to $5. I mean, you're almost like buying a $20.
Shit.
$20. I'm like, Jesus Christ! I'm like, I could have this shit for scot-free. For freaking.
Yep, and I ain't got to worry about having to go to the washroom saying, "Excuse me."
Yeah, exactly. Or some two dumbasses to make out, and it's like, what the fuck is doing?
Right, trying to get your seat on the edge of the aisle. That way you ain't got to do all that. Man, fuck that.
Yeah, or even worse, just something stupid. I mean, or hell, have some guy twinkle his fucking phone, and you're trying to watch the movie, and it's like quite distracting, and it's just
oh yeah, man, when that bright ass screen come on the movie theater, dude.
I mean, yeah, I know. It's very distracting. It's like, dude, trying to watch the fucking movie, fucking shut that shit off.
Especially if it's like an MCU movie, man, shut that shit off.
Yeah, but anyway, but I'm honestly am convinced we're gonna get to that point. I mean, I think Sony and Disney are gonna have to cave into the streaming platform. It's just for their sake. That's just how I think. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they could still try to have movie theaters, but I don't know about this. I don't know the way it's going because the way
they want everybody to go to the movie theater and get Corona.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I do want to go. Like the one movie I am dying, I am wanting to go see that movie is Godzilla versus King Kong. I just want. I
Oh,
just
for
want.
real? Shit.
Yeah, I really want to go. I really want to see it because I've been waiting for so long for that movie as a kid, and it's finally going to get remade. It's like we can get to see. I want to see it in the big screen. I want to see Godzilla and King Kong beating the shit out of each other in an aircraft carrier. They beat the shit out of each other on an aircraft carrier. How crazy can you get after that? I'm done now. I mean, it's like literally watching your fucking backyard. I mean, I don't know, but that's just me. We'll see how things go. I mean, the Arrowverse, in my opinion, I think honestly they need to just improve. They just need to improve. If you're gonna have to throw some female characters to replace Arrow, that's fine. It's almost similar towards what people are saying towards the MCU, because after Iron Man, who's gonna be the face of the company?
And, well, yeah, after Endgame, it's they got to spend the next 2 or 3 years kind of reloading the roster, getting things back together.
And people are all worried about like, they're gonna do all new, all different, and kind of replacing the old generation of Avengers. And I'm like, well, that's what the Avengers are. They replace.
See, thank you. These people don't read comic books. You had the East Coast Avengers, the West Coast Avengers.
Yeah, exactly.
The new Avengers. Come on, man.
You had. I mean, look at the Avengers history. They don't stay the same. At one point, they had.
Thank you.
Dude, you're not alone. I'm a guy who read the Avengers comics, and I'm like, and I know what I see. I'm like, dude, there was one point there was no Iron Man, no Captain America.
The roster's always changing.
Yeah, the roster's always changed. That's what they are. It's like the X-Men. You're not going to have Cyclops, Beast, Wolverine, Storm.
Cyclops, Storm, right. Yeah, Jean.
Yeah, you're not going to have that almost every single team. You're going to have it's going to be called the New Avengers. This is the new team. This is the new direction. And
you might have like 2 or 3 holdovers, and that's it.
Yeah, and that's what they're probably going to end up doing. Is probably grab Hulk and Thor
and somebody else.
Somebody else, maybe. But I think what they need to do is they need to make characters be more important, like especially villains. They need to have, like, especially like Kang the Conqueror, because I really hope he comes in as a big role and have that bigger storyline with him, because Kang the Conqueror should be a big face, and that should be one of the things I really hope they do, and open the door for Secret Wars. But we'll see. We'll see. How do you feel about that?
So you think that Kang the Conqueror should be the next big bad of the MCU?
Yeah, I do think so. Yeah, I think he could. I could think he can hold his own, because he has all this descendants from King Tut, from Immortus, that one character, Iron Age, whatever the fuck that character is called, from Young Avengers. Don't care about him. Doctor Doom, they always play around like Doctor Doom is a descendant or not from Kang the Conqueror, and they have Immortus. And I'm thinking, I really want to see something like that. That's something I really want to see in the MCU, to have all these different time traveler characters come in and have one of the biggest storylines, and then set up the big event, which is going to be Secret Wars.
Galactus?
Well, Galactus, that's good. That should be during Secret Wars, I think, because he's a force of nature type character. He's not a big villain. I mean, yeah, he's. You know what?
That's a good point. That is a good point.
He's a force. He's a force of nature. He's not a villain, but he can be like, we're trying to stop you. We understand what you want to do, and you can have that whole storyline with the Fantastic Four. And now I'm gonna say this: Marvel has their problems on X-Men now, because they got to make some kind of excuse on now introducing the X-Men. They could easily make some kind of loophole for Galactus and Silver Surfer and the Fantastic Four to come in. They're the most easiest characters to bring in, but the X-Men is the most hardest thing, because now they kind of like, okay, you're telling us now that the mutant race was here this entire time, and it kind of makes Avengers like a little bit meaningless because I'm like, what are they going to do? And also kind of makes it where will they have that race card for the mutant race? Because the mutant race was representing the black people, and that's
Right.
kind of that they could. I don't know. Disney wants to go that whole race card thing of mutants and mankind thing.
Well, I mean, it's in the comic books. You know, it's been a part of their history ever since they've been created. That they are viewed in that way in society. So I think Disney gonna have to play up to it. They're gonna have to.
I think so. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I really hope they do a good job on it. But just to kind of like end this whole thing, and I'm very happy you came in, and we could do more of this stuff soon. Whenever
no problem.
I mean, I always wanted to talk to you too, because I always enjoyed your videos. Always like, I don't know.
I mean, appreciate it.
I mean, I granted, I'm not like I don't agree like your opinion on some seasons of Power Rangers, but I mean,
come on, man, let's talk about it. Come on, man, I'm watching SPD right now.
SPD is one of my personal
dude. I'm on episode 11. SPD is really good,
dude. Dude,
it's really
the Blue Ranger,
good, dude.
I'll say this: when you like the Blue Ranger's arc, oh man, he is
Sky,
he is one of the best Blue Rangers to date, in my opinion. And also, like when you see it all end on a nice wrapped up bow, it's like he really deserved it. It was a good payoff, and it's. In my opinion, just warning you now, Power Rangers stop being good after Jungle Fury.
Yeah, I ain't heard too many good things about the Neo Saban era.
I mean,
I ain't heard too many good things.
I mean, I haven't. I'll say this: just be aware of some. Even the worst you complain about corny shit about CW or the past seasons about Power Rangers. You haven't seen nothing yet. I mean, warning. You haven't seen nothing.
What Operation Overdrive?
No, not that one. Super Samurai. Or
Samurai. Shit, I don't want to watch. Fuck that.
Oh, dude, you're gonna expect the worst. I mean, I haven't seen Operation Road Drive. I haven't seen that.
Overdrive? Oh, man. I heard that one was so bad.
I don't know. I heard it was good. I heard good things about it. But anyway, but fans in general. I mean, I haven't fully watched Power Rangers in a weekly basis in a long time. But anyway. But yeah, I mean, just to go back on a little bit on DC's and I just for the movie wise, I just wanted to die. I just look at it as a complete failure.
You want them to do what they should have did years ago. Hit the reset button.
No, not just that. It's just go back to basics. Because I mean, in my opinion, they can't do a decent universe. They went out of their way to screw it up. And the way it's state is, if you have Aquaman and Wonder Woman and Shazam be better films and way more better than the team films, that's insulting. And I'll give Batman vs. Superman some credit. At least there was some freaking action you were witnessing. Not just, I'm here now, Superman. I'm here to take down the big villain.
You know what's even more insulting than that is the fact that Ant-Man made more money at the box office than Man of Steel.
Well, that too.
That's embarrassing as shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Yeah, that's true. You got a point
there. That's fucked up, man.
I mean, personally, but personally, in my opinion, I just think that the way that Universe's state is, look, I love Aquaman, I love Shazam, I love Wonder Woman. Granted, I'm not really happy. I'm not really happy on what they're going for. 84. I'm just not liking it because I just feel like they're just going to remake the first film. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. just really can't wait to see how Black Adam fits all this shit. And
Yeah.
it really, and what also makes it even worse is you have the worst ways how you introduce Superman in Shazam, and you couldn't have it where, hey, why don't we go this direction on your schedule, Henry Cavill? You could play Superman. It's like 5 seconds. That's all we asked for. It's 5 seconds. You couldn't even. You could have this, in my opinion, the second best Superman that's portrayed this character in such ways that I really liked how he's done with Clark Kent and Superman, and you just fucking throw him away. And granted, he's supposedly coming back, and I'm like, sure he is.
Yeah, there are a lot of rumors about that right now.
Sure, I mean, we'll see. I highly doubt it. The moment they said they're going to try to do the Superman character in another direction, I just knew right then and there. They're just talking, and only like for example, you know that Power Rangers movie from 2017. Hasbro said we're going to do a sequel, and then guess what? They fucking reboot the button.
Yeah.
And everyone got all upset, but everyone was like all defending them and everything, and now it's like, why? And I'm like, well, I'll tell you why, because that movie didn't do that well, and plus the actors wanted it to have more money. That's why. And
right, because people coming out now that the movie ain't gonna get a sequel. Oh man, y'all let it fail. Why ain't y'all go see it? Motherfucker, you ain't go to the movie theater and go see it.
Shit. It's just, oh man, it's just, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I just don't like the Superman treatment, what they're going through now. It's just, people bitch about how Superman's going to get treated. People bitch about how Zack Snyder ruined Superman.
He didn't ruin the character.
I can't wait for the CW show, because as well as I do, they're gonna ruin that shit as best as they can possibly can. Because
they're gonna ruin that shit.
Because they're gonna make Superman even more of a wuss. They're gonna make him a horrible, incompetent father figure.
He's gonna have a song on.
I'm like, the whole show is going to be about John Kent and his brother, and you guarantee you're gonna have Lex Luthor trying to reason one of those brothers, and Superman's trying to reason with him and try to manipulate him to go on his side, and then you're going to do all this crazy stuff where Superman's trying to say, I'm here, I don't want to, like, we care about you, son, blah, 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 and then he's going to be like, no, F you, buddy, I'm not going to go with you, and just oh, man, the drama, the family drama is going to be such annoying. There's good family drama, but there's the worst family drama.
Yeah, they're going to have that family drama dialed up to 11, and trust me, he ain't going to be Superman every episode. He ain't.
Well, I mean, I'm fine with the whole, like, we're trying to represent the father figure on Superman. That's fine. I'm okay with that, because you could have a good show on that alone. But the problem is the worst case scenario. You're going to ruin him to make it where when he is Superman, it's bad enough the character's already ruined in such ways that I just feel like I can't look at him and I can't take him seriously. And
him and Lois are going to be equals on the battlefield.
Yeah, exactly. And I wouldn't be surprised if they make Lois to be like a superwoman, because in the comics they made some kind of storyline where she got superpowers, just like with Lana. And I don't mark my words, they're gonna make Lana and Lois get superpowers in this Kryptonian technology drug that they could use.
Oh wow, so now Clark is going to be not just only a sidekick to Supergirl, he's going to be sidekick to his former girlfriend and his wife. What the fuck?
I guarantee you they'll probably
that's not even a Superman show.
I know, I mean, dude, I guarantee you, shit like that is probably going to go worse. Now, granted,
that's the Charlie's Angels reboot. God damn. Kryptonite Angels. What the fuck?
Oh, man. I mean, I'm just granted. I know everyone's going to be saying, "You bastard." bastard! You gave them the idea. Hey, I just know what they're gonna do.
They gonna do it. Trust me.
Anyway.
And they're gonna be having them cringy ass CW sex scene. They love doing that.
Oh yeah. But I mean, to me, CW's best good as teen drama bullcrap. They're good at that. So, and also the supernatural shows like Vampire Diaries and shit like that. Just keep the supernatural stuff, and you want to take the other teen drama crap, that's fine. But
Charmed, right?
Actually, yeah, pretty much, yeah. Charm could be it is a teen drama type show, but I mean,
wait. I guess the reboot. I never saw it though. The reboot.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
How was it? Was it bad?
Oh no, it wasn't that bad. It is just
that bad.
Don't expect it to be like the original. It's a brand new characters, brand new. It just takes if you think of like the angels and demons, it's similar but not too much. And I'm a little bit grateful they kind of like don't have to replay the characters that I like. They just made their own 3 characters, and that's fine. I mean, granted, I don't mind actors playing the same characters, but I mean, different actors playing the iconic roles. But I would like it to where you play your own OG characters. You know what I mean?
Oh hell yeah! I know what you mean. You want new characters. That way you don't have to tread over the same shit.
Yeah, just brand new characters. It's just you don't have to literally get all the bull crap, because I don't want to see the characters I grew up with just get treated like the worst ways ever.
Right, because if you got a Piper, she has to be with a Leo. If you have a Phoebe, she has to be with a Cole. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, Cole's a badass. He was a fucking.
Oh hell yeah!
He was
Doctor Doom. Doom.
I loved him as Doctor Doom. I thought he was great in that.
What?
I actually really thought he was really good in that.
Oh hell no!
I'm sorry, I'm disagreeing with you on that. I actually really he could do some really good villain stuff if you gave him the stuff, and I really bought him as that character. If you just gave him a better script, you probably would have done it.
You know what? I agree with that. That script was. Ooh,
yeah. I mean, just to end it all and just kind of say it even worse. I mean, I think what Warner Brothers needs to do is give Rand the course of Shazam, the new Batman trilogy, or hell, not even that. It's like just do the other DC films that are in the DC cinematic universe and just end it and just move on to the next project. Because, I mean, I just feel like there's no desire on continuing that universe because, one, there's no Justice League movie coming. There's no just nothing. It's like, why?
Everything's got to get retreaded over. You got a Wonder Woman 84 that's like a reboot. You got Flash that's trying to reset shit. I mean, come on.
We don't even know.
Suicide Squad by James Gunn.
I don't think the Flash movie ain't going to happen of what the actor did. You know, because I'm like...
You want to learn it? You want to fight?
And it's just yeah. But anyway, any final thoughts before we end this?
Yeah, final thoughts. The DCEU is a fucking mess. All right, what you got?
I say trash the building and trash the whole thing, and hopefully we can go just in a ways self-contained universes. That is just they're good at. If
you want it like back in the day in the 90s,
back
right?
in the day where they were just doing self-contained stories, kind of like Joker. They represent that thing, and it's like
that's a good point.
That like you are a horrible. You lost every level of the fan approval of continuing this universe. We lost Batman. We lost technically Superman, but you're trying to please us to get our approval on a potential Superman movie coming with my favorite director of all time, right next to what's his face, George Lucas himself, And Spielberg, J.J. Abrams. I want him. I loved his Star Wars movies. In my opinion, he should have directed all three. That's how I personally feel.
Did too, right?
He did too. Episode 7 and Episode 9. And I honestly think if you're just going to bring him back, what was the whole point of getting rid of him then? I mean, that's just it's just
damage control.
Damage control, and you're just throwing that ice on him. Okay, call on shit. God damn it.
Like, oh shit, people really didn't like Luke having a nursing home death, so we got to change some shit.
I apologize on that. My dog was literally barking.
Oh no, you good.
Anyway,
but yeah, let's end it, man, because I could rant forever about the Star Wars movies.
Well, what's so bad about them? Oh, please don't tell me you're one of those don't like the Star Wars the new ones just because they're inconsistency. I mean, there's more than just.
No, my issues are more regarding to Finn and regarding to how Luke was treated in episode, what was that? 8.
Yeah, I agree with that. And also another thing is like, this is a confirmation, you could say. The way he was talking towards Mark Hamill, dude, he hated Mark Hamill. He absolutely hated the director of episode 8.
Rian Johnson.
Rian Johnson. And I'm like, he even said he's not a Star Wars fan. So I'm like, wait. Why are we hiring him then? Why did we hire him then?
That man did a great interview with the studio and got the job, and they flipped on him.
I mean, when I look at, like, granted, I hated how Luke was treated. I was like, why are you acting this way? What happened the 30-year time gap between of you? Oh, you sense a little bit of darkness in your grandson? It's so out of character with Luke Skywalker because that's like making him just his whole arc trying to bring his father out of the dark side was for nothing.
Right, and he was trying to kill Kylo Ren as a kid. Like, god damn.
No, and in my opinion, me and my dad were thinking this, and this is something that we had a biggest theory on this. Luke Skywalker is trying to evolve himself to become even better, to be something even higher than a Jedi could ever be. And in the older Star Wars continuity books, they have the Master Jedis could do some crazy stuff, kind of like a little bit of Dragon Ball Z, where they could destroy planets and make planets their own. It was that crazy. They were that overpowered, and I think if they were going to go that direction, and we got something. It's disappointing, but whatever. I mean, I'm glad to see Mark Hamill play that character one last time, but it's just
it wasn't satisfying.
It wasn't that great.
Because I'm gonna tell you this one last thing, right? I remember going to go see episode 8, like the 4th day it was out in theaters or whatever. I'm going with my sister to go see it at night. And the whole movie's kind of mixed for me, right? But at the end, when you see Luke and that, whatever it was, you know, he force projects himself, but you don't know that he force projected himself across the galaxy. So when you see all these blasts rain down on him, and he's standing right there, I jumped out my seat. I was like, oh shit, the GOAT! And then to find out it was a force projection, I was like, man, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I think it was a soul projection type thing where he was there, his essence was there. Mm-hmm. It's just that
physical.
It was physical. No, like he did fight Kylo Ren. Those clashes were real, and it's just the fact is that stuff really kind of like. We don't know that capabilities of what Luke learned. And it also makes it even more insulting when you read the Kylo Ren comic and Luke is everything you could possibly ask for. He's literally dodging everything. And it's like, this is the Jedi I wanted to see in the last so Disney kind of like, okay, we chose the wrong guy. I mean, I think that's why they're trying to go smaller scale on the streaming service because they know that Star Wars isn't successful in the movies right now. And
Right.
Real granted, and also another thing is the biggest problem is they did not have a cartoon. They really should have had a cartoon that develops the characters because you got such a short development on these characters that you don't know much about them fully. You just go one next to the next. Next movie they go next minute and all that crap. But anyway, I gotta go. I'll let you guys end this, and I'll see you later.
Okay. Make sure you send me a link to your YouTube channel.
I will. I'll see you later.
Okay. All right, man.
I'm coming.